Pop the bubbly thoroughbreds. Poppy's reppin'. Read my lips. Should I toast Queen Bee for having her face in the malls everywhere with a brand for finally figuring out how to be relevant? But wait, a vandalized display in the middle of Soho's Amphora? Oof, that's not a good look. Are Poppy haters multiplying? Or are they just coming out of the woodwork? Shifting gears, I know we all died when we saw Blair's selfie from last night. The dress, the hair, will we ever find out what secret soiree our girl was whisked off to? Other than that, thoroughbreds, all is quiet on the East Coast front. Too quiet, if you ask me. We all know what that means. A storm's brewing, but who's going to be caught in the downpour? We're not scared of a little thunder and lightning, are we? Kisses. The tea. Queen Bee. Chapter 9. Undercover. Hope you're all having a good day. You sit in the common room with Zoe the next morning, angsting about how things could have ended after Ian's award ceremony last night. Pugsley yaps along as you vent. I just don't get it. One minute he's hot, next he's cold. I thought last night was a turning point. I mean, we had sex in a horse-drawn flippin' carriage, for crying out loud. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks for the play-by-play. Some of those deets, I really could have gone to my grave not knowing. Yeah, it's called TMI, Pixelberry. The word is TMI you're looking for. But then things got so weird. When he put me in the taxi, it felt so final. Like, one of those tragic movie scenes where the star-crossed lovers force themselves to never see each other again. Have you actually seen any of those movies? Totally unbearable, but the star-crossed lovers always end up back together. You ask me, Professor Hot for You has been swimming up those denial straits for so long. Now he's treading water in Delta. What does that even mean? Like his morals are on the banks of the river, right? And every day they get further away. And last night he lost sight of them and totally freaked. I'm so tired of him throwing his walls back up right when he starts to relax. These mixed messages are going to make my head explode. Pugsley curls up in your lap with a whimper. You loop your arms around him, snuggling him against you. I know, Pugsley. Men aren't worth it. All I need is a you, buddy. Oh, yes. Generalize all men. Yes. So he puts her arm around your shoulders. Oh, thanks, so. Ouch. Why'd you pinch me? Did it wake you up yet? It hurt. What the hell was that for? Blair. Give yourself some credit. You know Ian better than anyone else on campus, at least. What do you think he feels? I think he is conflicted. He's attracted to me, but he wants to be able to push those feelings aside and be professional, and he can't settle for one over the other. Yeah, or he risks your college and his being a professor. Girl, I do not envy the headache that's going to be giving you. Okay, next question. The real question. The one that matters. How do you feel about him? I like our chemistry. I'm not ready for a full-scale commitment, but I don't want to call it quits when we have some major sparks flying between us. You notice Zoe's face fall for a second, but then she pulls on a smile. And when the games are fun, you keep on playing. Zoe slings her feet up on the coffee table. With a peal of excited barks, Pugsley jumps on her legs and slips off onto the floor. Ow! You are so cute. I actually want to forgive you for chewing on my Volento palms, you little monster. She scoops him up and places him on her lap before turning her attention back to you. Okay, here's what you're gonna do about Ian. Talk to him. I love when we do this whole telepath thing, like Poppy and Chloe wish they were on the same wavelength. And because she can telepathically tell you're about to interrupt, she waves her hand in front of your face. You're going to talk to Ian now. When this is all fresh, you give him time to process or find out where his head is at. Pugsley lunges for her fingers, but she snatches them back just in time. Not the manicure. Pugsley scampers off to be a troublemaker elsewhere, probably to try and eat a pair of your socks again. I never had this problem with a dog. That crisis averted. Back to Ian. If you leave him alone to wallow in his thoughts, you know what's going to happen. He'll just find some weak-ass excuse to justify shoving you into the taxi like he's some wounded romance protag. You're the protag, Blair. You're no more letting him put you in a taxi. You have to go over there and tell him what's up right now. What do I even say, though? Hey, Ian, just so you know, I'm totally DTF whenever. Zoe. Like it's not true! He just needs you to tell him straight up that you're into him. Give him the confirmation that you're on the same page. Damn, I sound like a relationship coach. Maybe I'll start a blog. You're right. I haven't been totally upfront with him, but I'm 95% sure he won't let me into his office today. What? You thought I'd throw you in the lion's den without a secret weapon? Girl, please. I'm better than that. She slings her legs off the table and pulls you to your feet. After her, she shoves you into the room and then joins you a minute later. Let me guess, outfit? Please give us a new hairstyle. Please give us a new hairstyle. Shoo! So, I've been planning. Are you ever not? Would you be in the top 15 if I wasn't? She takes a sexy mint-colored outfit of the shopping bag on her arm and lays it on your bed. The math simple. Makeovers equal dopamine rush. Equals instant confidence boost. Trust me, it's how I use my Renaissance lit presentation. You're gonna walk into Kingsley's office looking like such a snack he won't even think of turning you away. Hot tip! Get this sexy and sophisticated makeover to impress Ian and earn a reputation boost as you strut through campus. Also, you'll be able to pair this outfit with a cute new hairstyle. Oh my god, that's such a cute hairstyle! Please tell me that's not it. Oh la la, très chic, Zoe. Merci, je suis fashion genius. Now, let me do you up with a cute new hairstyle to tie the whole look together. Oh, for the love of God, we look like an airline reception. Hello, welcome to the plane. This is how you fasten your seatbelt on. Ian has no idea what's coming. You guiding him to a plane? You are a vision. Call me Professor Kingsley, because I'm crazy about you, darling. Now give him a piece of your mind. I just need one more thing. Reach for your nightstand and stop. Hey, did you borrow my perfume again? Not since I gave it back last week. You probably put it somewhere safe when you went on that crazy cleaning frenzy the other day. Zoe takes your shoulders and spins you around to face the door. Perfume later. Professor Dreamy now. Okay, this makes the second thing that's gone missing. I don't know if I'm Oh my god, you're ready! She shoves you towards your bedroom door. You stop in the doorway and turn around to face her. Zoe, you know you're special to me too, right? Regardless of how I feel about Ian, I feel something for you too, and I don't want to hurt you. You take her hand, drawing her closer. You're the only thing that keeps me sane at the school. Through Poppy and the rankings and all the crazy stuff Ian throws at me too. She smiles softly, softer than you've ever seen. I mean, it's not like I'm surprised you'd fall for someone as stunning, intelligent, and perfect as me. Oh, with an ego to boot. This is college. You want to bang your professor? Just don't get caught. I'm just face palming right now. She leans in close to you and a mischievous glimmer in her eyes. And don't forget your rooms. My room's right down the hall. You give her hands a squeeze. Maybe I should skip the Ian talk and stay here. I just missed 2 hours of Project Runway to give you the best pep talk in the history of the world, so no, you're going. Just hurry on back when you're through. Let's grab lunch at Spicy's later. Text me. I'll be studying for my music theory exam in the library. 20 minutes later, you poke your head into Ian's office and call out warily. Hey, Professor, Ian, are you... Blair, thank God. Ah! Ian pulls you inside and shuts the door. Okay, not the reception I was expecting. What? Just shut up. His hands are still on your shoulders. He looks at you like you're the first drop of water in a scorching desert. He swallows heavily, unable to help himself from looking you up and down. You look lovely, as always. I was up all night thinking about you, about us, about last night. Then, boy, does he look like he didn't sleep a wink. His eyes are slightly pink, and he runs a hand through his hair in distress. You're gonna be to the death of me, Blair. I shouldn't feel these things for you. But having you there with me last night made me lose sight of every boundary I'd put up between us. Ian, maybe you should sit down. But before you can finish, he pulls you towards him, sealing his lips to yours. He sighs your name. Oh, Blair. Kiss him back. You throw your arms around his neck and melt into the kiss, murmuring his name against his mouth. Ian. He groans and kisses you harder, pulling your hips against him. His teeth catch your lower lip, making your heart stutter. So you finally stop fighting how you feel. His grip on your hips intensifies, and your stomach tightens as he twines his tongue around yours. I'll never get enough of this. And you won't either, except you came here for a reason, and you can't let him derail you. You push him gently back. Oh my god. We need to talk, and you can start explaining what that goodbye was last night. He sits heavily in one of the armchairs, head hanging. Ever since the speakeasy, you've taken up every spare thought in my head. And I've tried to be professional, stop myself every time I let things go too far, but he looks at you, the warring emotions he's tried to stifle all year long, about to break through. Being with you puts my entire career at stake, but damn it all. This is not a rational man, by the way, thinking that. I'm this close to throwing it all away for you. I just need to know, I need to hear you say it. What do you want from me, Blair? I want your... You, Ian. Walk over to him and touch your hand to his cheek, feeling a spark race through you at the contact. His breath catches, and yours does too. I want you so much. He leans into your touch, eyes closing as he covers your hand with his. His voice comes to a whisper. You weren't supposed to say that. I don't hide my feelings, Ian. I am not going to walk away from you, from what we could be. It's that simple. He lets out a breath, curling his fingers through yours. A pained smile tugs at his lips. Simple. Nothing has ever been more difficult in my life. He opens his eyes slowly, gaze finding yours deep with longing and tenderest affection you've ever seen. But you're worth every moment. How are we going to do this, you and me? Do we hide it, or... He takes your hand and brushes his lips along your knuckles. His murmur is as soft as his kiss. Nobody can know about us. But you'll drop the hot-cold act? I can't stand letting you in and then pushing me away again. I'm sorry for how I've been treating you. You both jump when someone knocks on the door. Ian, it's Margaret! Oh, Lord. Dean Steinhelm? Christ, I forgot. The Dean knocks again, and of course, the first time Ian closes his office door, it's with you inside. Not incriminating or anything. Especially if you have a non-stick lipstick. You sprint to the other side of his office and dive under his desk. Beggars can't be choosers. Once he's sure you're hidden, Ian opens the door. Margaret, sorry about that. I was finishing up grading a test. Hard at work as usual. I'm glad to see it. I forgot it was her. I thought it was the other woman. You hear Dean Steinhelm come in, and then Ian shuts the door again. Why don't you take a seat, Ian? I have a few things I'd like to discuss with you. Yes, of course. You squeeze yourself into the corner beneath the desk as Ian takes a seat. This is actually happening. The entire anthropology department, as well as myself, are very pleased with your work these past few years. I'm happy to hear that. The work I've done while at Belvoire has been very important to me. Yes, clearly. We have some big news we'd like to announce. Uh-oh? Big news? Tenure? Oh my god, is Ian getting tenure? Figuring most normal teachers get tenure anymore. It's rare for a college professor not to have it. Squeeze his thigh. Squeeze his thigh, and he sucks in a short breath. Is everything alright? You're about to retract your hand when Ian reaches under the desk and laces his fingers with yours. Things are fine, Marjorie. But what were you saying? The New York Anthropological Society's perspectives on culture and society is the foremost conference on cultural anthropology. Blah, 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 blah. Really, that's happening? At least that's what you hear. This, so doesn't sound like tenure to you. The society has offered me a speaking position at this year's conference. That's fantastic. I'd be delighted. Oh, so the good news was, after all, well, right after Ian won an award for his last paper. The conference will be in Martha's Vineyard this year. I hope you'll do Belvoire the great honor of speaking, or being the keynote speaker. Of course I will. Thank you so much for recommending me for the opportunity, Mordred. He squeezes your hand in excitement. Aww! Fantastic. I have a few details I'd like to discuss with you. You hear the chairs scrape out on the side of Ian's desk as Dean Steinhelm takes a seat. Oh my god, how long am I going to be stuck down here? Listen, there's videos of this. They exist. Just Google. A devious idea hits you. Oh lord. It's not like there's much else to do with your sexy professor's crotch right in front of your face. Oh god, this is happening. You could give Ian a little under-the-desk reward, you know, to celebrate the good news and keep yourself entertained. I never did tell Ian I'd play nice. Give him a sexy treat under the desk. Dean Steinhelm won't know, and you'll get to finish things up when she's gone. Oh, boy. We're going to hell for this. Plot twist, I'm already there. You set your hands on Ian's knees and teasingly run them up his thighs. You feel his entire body jerk, and then he moves his hands aside so you can run your hands higher. Oh, Professor, I love when you're naughty. You pop the button of his pants and slowly lower his zipper. He spreads his legs wide as Dean Steinhelm carries on. Firstly, I'd like to make sure this conference will be a worthwhile use of your time. I know how busy you are, Ian. You hear him trying to keep his voice even as you brush a finger over the seam of his underwear. I think the conference will be a really stimulating experience. Stimulating indeed, Professor. Jesus God, this is happening. Carefully, quietly, he shifts in his seat so you can lower his underwear out of the way. Freeing him from his constraints, he bites back a low moan. No, the best of the best attend the conference. I'd be among peers I greatly admire. In that case, I absolutely insist. In fact, I'll make sure the school covers all your fees. You flatten your palms against his inner thighs, pushing his legs open a little further. He rolls his hips into the touch, straining for you. Thank you. Grabs the back of your head and pulls you towards him, desperate for you, showing you how much he needs you. You swipe your tongue against him, and he melts, chair creaking as he slumps a little lower. We'd like to take your TA to the temperance with you. You mean wrap your lips around him and he cries out your name? Blair? Yes, Blair Hughes. We have high hopes for her. We'd like her to accompany you, if it's all right with you. I don't think he'll have any objections to that. You hum very quietly against him. He sighs at the subtle vibrations. Please. Very well, then it's settled. I'll let the conference staff know how to expect you and Miss Hughes. And Ian, are you sure you're all right? You're looking rather flushed. I'm, all this work. Must be catching a fever. Or whatever's going around. We'll take care of yourself. We want you in tip-top shape for the conference. And with that, you hear Dean Steinhelm walk to the other side of the room. The door opens and then closes behind her. Typically, it's common for him to get up and shake her hand and walk her to the door, but yeah, we'll ignore it. Oh my god. He pushes his chair back from the desk, giving you more room. His body thrums for you, his face is flushed, his legs spread in invitation. He swallows loudly as you crawl out from under his desk, kneeling between his open thighs. Look how excited you are, Professor. You dip your head to swipe your tongue against him, and his eyes roll back as he lets out a needy sigh. Oh. A shiver races through him at the sight of you between his legs, and he licks his lips. Blair, please. Professor, hold on tight, because this is going to be a wild ride. He grips the back of your head, a guttural cry ripped from his lips as you laugh eagerly at him. Oh God. His hips piston off the chair and his strong thigh muscles flex as tremors rack his entire body. Blair. Back-arched head thrown back, his voice dies in his throat as he rides the wave of pleasure you provide him. Afterwards, you stroke his thigh, soothingly murmuring encouragements as he catches his breath. You sound like you enjoyed yourself, Ian. How do you feel? It was, you earned an A+ on that one. Mind your head. Oh, for the love of God. Incredible. You stand and lean over him, hands on the leather armrest. He looks up at you with a glazed expression, face flushed, chest rising and falling quickly. You could expect a lot more where that came from, Professor. You and I are just getting started. You have no idea how helpless your touch makes me. Kiss me. He obeys immediately, cupping your cheek to draw your lips down his. I could do this all day. He proves it, mouth moving languidly with yours, like he never plans to stop. In that case, we'll have a lot more fun at Martha's Vineyard together. He breaks the kiss, awareness returning to his expression as his flush recedes. I forgot about that. Seriously, how did you forget we're getting a free vacation? Oh wait, I know. I'm just that good with my mouth. He moves to stand, so you step back to give him room. He tucks himself back into his pants, not quite able to meet your eyes. I don't know if this is a good idea. What, Martha's Vineyard? I was kidding about the whole vacation thing. I know it's so you can speak at the conference, which is fantastic. Congratulations, Ian. You deserve this. I mean us to going together. Oh, come on, not this again. First of all, this isn't awful, thank you. Second of all, you're overlooking a very important detail here. Ian, this is a business trip. Dean Steinhelm asked me to go as your TA. But would you be able to keep it strictly business? I don't know if I could. You step towards him, but he holds up his hand, signaling for you to stop. Wouldn't stop a few minutes ago. Just a few hours last night were enough for me to consider throwing away my career for you. This conference will last an entire weekend. This conference is my career, and as things stand, I don't think I'm prepared for what it will mean to have you there with me. Is this really about your career? You know I don't want you to lose it. How could you even think I'm asking you to throw away your entire career for me? I've never said that. He bites, his lip expression tormented. Blair, please, you have to understand. You're avoiding the conversation the two of us need to have, the one we started before Dean Steinhelm came in. If you want me to be with you, you need to stop shutting me out like this. I'm sick of being strung along. He turns his back on you. I'm sorry, but I need to think. Really, Ian, you're going to do this? Alone. Fine. You better get your crap together. I'm tired of you making promises you can't keep. 1 second things are fine between us, and the next it's the end of the world. The next time I see you, we're going to talk about all this. We're going to draw the lines, and we're going to stick to them. You stomp out of his office, slamming the door shut behind you. You're storming through the Winfrey dorms, busy imagining an elaborate shouting match with Ian, so you don't notice Benji until you clip his shoulder. Oh, oops, sorry. Not now, Benji. You freeze at the smell. What is it? Why does it smell so familiar? My utmost apologies, Blair. I'll get out of your way at once. Benji power walks around the corner, the smell of the perfume, your perfume, fading with him. Oh, hell no. You tail him back to his room and knock on the door. He sticks his head out, his entire expression lighting up when he sees you. Oh, Blair, you look like you were in a hurry. To what do I owe the pleasure? Hey, Benji. Why do you smell like perfume? Oh, do I? It must have been the sorority girls who sit behind me in medieval poetry. Like you believe that. Time to bust out those acting chops. Wow, they sure pile it on, huh? Anyway, we should catch up. Can I come in? He, glitches for a second. You can tell he wants to say yes, but part of him knows he shouldn't. Of course, please enter my Cave of Wonders. Cave of Wonders, huh? Sounds like someplace you'll have to tread carefully. Oh, this is quaint. I'm here on a full scholarship, and part of the stipulation is I have to RA. This is the room they gave me. Wow, that's disturbingly harsh, actually. There's always lesson about the Borische and the proletariat. From day one comes rushing back to you, and you thought you were dirt. And the on-campus dorms are crazy expensive. The school doesn't want to hand one of those rooms out for free and lose out on that bank. It's alright, though. I know things will change now that you're here. You're gonna make a difference at Belvoire. I've been following everything that's been happening between you and Poppy on the T. Have you now? You try to glance around, looking for the perfume bottle, but Benji steps in front of you. Totally! You're the best thing that's ever happened in the school. You think? There's literally no competition. It's obvious Poppy's jealous that you're so much prettier and smarter than she is. You know, I'm just an average person, right? Like, I'm not some superhero or anything. You're the people's hero. You stand up for people like me. I mean, do I? I'm kind of just standing up for myself here. But people like you are people like me. All of us are at the bottom of the rankings. Are so inspired by the way you stand up to Poppy. And you give us motivation, like make us believe we're worth more than our rankings, that we can become somebody's if we just try. Okay. What's wrong with what he's saying? It's true. Anyone can do what I'm doing. You just have to play a smart social game and get a backbone. I'm not looking for your praise or anything. Wow. Talk about being a cold ass. You're wrong. If anyone could do this, they would have already. You have something the rest of us don't, Blair. Benji, I appreciate your support. I just want you to promise you don't start hero worshipping me or anything like that. You're so humble. I knew I was right to support you. Help! I've been thinking of new ways we can show Poppy and her goons up. Get more of the people on our side. Our. When has this crusty French fry helped you achieve anything you've accomplished? Oh, Pixelberry, you are treading a line with me right now. So, Poppy has this huge party coming up. All the campus A-listers are invited. I was thinking, Benji, Poppy will be attending with her new boyfriend, that Bradley douche. Benji. But I know for a fact that Bradley's actually... Benji! He jumps. Did he seriously not hear you trying to make him shut up? You need to get rid of this dude ASAP. Okay, just stop. You're in his room! What? Oh my god. Benji, would you be a doll and run to the dining commons to get me something special? I've been dying to try an iced cranberry oolong with a squeeze of lemon and 5 of those darling little strawberry ice cubes, pretty please. Oh, don't you want to hear more about... Benji, I'm parched. You have a dainty cough. Benji's face falls into panic worry. It would mean a lot if you just get this drink for me. And if you do, I'll finally get to breathe. What do you... My throat is so dry I'm gonna choke, Benji. Do you want that? No, I don't. I'll be right back. He straight up sprints out of his room. Thank God. If only Zoe could see me in action. Yeah, she would say that was not subtle at all. Or was the fact you interrupted him. Sweep your gaze over Benji's teensy tiny cupboard of a room. The first thing that catches your eyes is open laptop. Time to snoop. Yikes. His most listened to song this month is Underdog Anthem by Emo Boy. Glad you're just not. Just shut up, Locum. Just shut up. You minimize the window and then click around at random, channeling your inner computer spy / hacker. Suddenly you strike gold. Ooh, what do we have here? You know, I'm opening it. Oh my god, it's porn! I mean... This is what happens when you snoop around someone's laptop. The folder's entitled Poppy's Pathetic Truth. With a smirk, you open it and start reading the first document on the list, Poppy's exposed draft. Breaking news. Poppy Min Sinclair and celeb Day Bradley Dapron spotted walking hand-in-hand down the aisles of Whole Foods. Cart full of detox teas, and psych, as if Poppy would ever step at foot of a grocery store. The news is as fake as her new relationship. That's right, Bad Pop is a sham, or is he Popley? Rob Propley? Pradley? Podley? Poppy takes our boy off the market, and they don't even have a good ship name. The Injustice! Sharpen your pitchforks, Bradleys and boys, because I have proof that the only reason Bradley is pretending to be Poppy's boyfriend is because she's bribing him with a movie deal. Wait, where's the rest of it? It was just getting so good. You close the draft and scroll through the rest of the folder, most of which are pictures labeled proof. You have a total evil villain moment as the grin spreads across your face. If I post the evidence under my name, Poppy will be laughing stock on campus, and I bet Bradley fangirls will thank me for freeing him. Okay, let me think about this. Are you serious right now? Oh my god. You whip out the USB drive attached to your keycard. Thank God for college freebies, am I right? And plug it into Benji's laptop. Drag and drop baby computer hackers everywhere are shaken. Yeah, okay. Once you have the dirt on your USB, you slide the ticking time bomb back into your pocket. You're about to start snooping around the rest of the room when another tab on Benji's computer catches your eye. This is Farmville High's online yearbook. It's the post about me winning prom queen. Benji's creep status confirmed. You turn away from the computer, nauseated, and that's when you spot it. Oh, hell no. As you walk over, the smell of perfume gets distinctly stronger, like choking on fumes stronger. You eye his pillow warily. He wouldn't, would he? You lean down and give his pillow a sniff. Your perfume wafts off of it and waves. No. You disgusting piece of... You fling his pillow across the room. It flumps against the closet door, knocking it slightly ajar. A chill runs down your spine when you spot a very familiar swath of red lace from inside. Oh my god, that better not be what I think it is. Listen, he dresses his pillow up as you, okay? It's like you're suddenly in a horror movie. Bad idea or not, you creep over to the closet, grip the door, and pull it open. Oh boy. Is that spaghetti for hair? Sweet mother of God. You literally can't process what you're looking at. The smell of rotting food wafts over you and you nearly hurl, and then you notice you're missing comb. That's not all the red lace. Yeah, that's your bra. Benji has a shrine to you, made out of rotten food and your stolen belongings in his closet. Scream! Hello, Blair. I seen you found my adoration station. I mean, okay, I should be taking this serious, but at the same time, like, we already knew stuff was being stolen. People were hypothesizing that it was someone who had it out for us. And yet, my theory was someone was just creeping on us. And lo and behold, I mean, let's put it this way. Every time they put that character in the book, he's a bad guy or a creeper or a weirdo. So, how did any of you not catch on to that? Everybody's like, well, Chloe or Poppy or someone might be stealing stuff. No, you're wrong. Ah, sadness. Anyway, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, if you like to support me and my content. And yes, I do, like I said, I should be taking it a little bit more serious. I know there are creepers, and I know it is a thing. But like I said, how did you guys not suspect this guy? By the way, Royal Hair Book 3 is supposed to be coming out next Friday. Yippity-doo-dah day. Without further ado, catch y'all later. Peace.